Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang, Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news making headlines today. Just one day after what traders have called Black Monday, South Korea's benchmark KOSPI staged a stunning rebound on Tuesday to close the market at a new record high. In morning trading, the KOSPI surged over 4%, briefly approaching the 5,200 mark, driven by bargain buying following upbeat overnight performances by U.S. markets. The rapid reversal was underscored by the activation of a buy-side sidecar at 9:26 a.m., halting program buying for 5 minutes. It is the first buy-side sidecar on the main bourse in 10 months, following a sell-side sidecar activated a day earlier. At the market end, the index closed at 5,288, a 6.84% increase from Monday. Overall, the session demonstrated the resilience of Korean markets, as investors chose to buy rather than fear selling. South Korea's consumer prices increased at the slowest pace in 5 months in January, extending an inflation cooling trend for the second straight month. According to data released Tuesday by the Ministry of Data and Statistics, consumer prices were up 2.0% from a year earlier. The pace of increase slowed by 0.3 percentage points from December. Petroleum product prices showed no change from the same period last year, helping to ease overall inflation pressures. By contrast, prices of agricultural, livestock, and fishery products climbed 2.6%, with rice and apples among the items posting notable gains. South Korea's top diplomat Cho Hyun departed Seoul to have talks with his U.S. counterpart Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday local time. The meeting will take place on the sidelines of a U.S.-hosted ministerial meeting on critical minerals. It marks their first in-person meeting since South Korea and the U.S. released a joint summit fact sheet on November 14. The foreign minister said the two sides will discuss how to speed up the implementation of follow-up measures to the joint fact sheet along with other global issues, such as tensions on the peninsula. Also on the agenda will be President Donald Trump's recent tariff hike threat from 15% to 25%. Heavier capital gains taxes on multiple homeowners will resume as scheduled on May 9. This upcoming resumption was reaffirmed by President Lee Jae-myung at Tuesday's cabinet meeting, during which he added that cracking down on the purchase of multiple residential property for profit-rather residents is a critical national task. Remarks to this end had been earlier shared by the president on his social media platform as well. The current temporary tax relief had been introduced by the former administration in an attempt to boost real estate transactions, but critics have since voiced concerns over the presence of rampant speculation. Preliminary candidate registration for the June 3 local elections opened on Tuesday, kicking off a 120-day sprint that will serve as the first major referendum on President Lee Jae-myung's first year in office. At stake are 17 metropolitan mayoral and gubernatorial posts, along with superintendents of education and local council seats, a contest that will gauge public sentiment toward the ruling bloc and the main opposition People Power Party in the wake of former President Yoon Suk-yeol's martial law crisis. Those registered are permitted to open campaign offices, distribute name cards, and wear campaign sashes. Official candidate registration is scheduled for May 14th and 15th. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.